Thank you very much, Renee. Well, it's dry this afternoon across the area, and for most of us, that's the way it should stay. It's a view from Columbus on our Alpha Insurance Sky Cam, looking over downtown. Relatively quiet weather for us on this Labor Day. Temperatures have climbed into the upper 80s for the most part. Factor in the humidity, that heat index in the 90s for most of us, even a couple of upper 90s on the board. So you'll notice the heat and humidity as you step outside. But the big story is Tropical Storm Gordon. This is a tropical storm, now the center of the storm pushing off to the west, now back into the open waters towards the Gulf of Mexico, pushing away from the Florida coast. A lot of shower and thunderstorm activity, though, still across the Florida Peninsula at this point, the southern Florida Peninsula. A lot of heavy rain with this storm, and this is probably going to be the biggest threat from Gordon, not only for Florida, but for the central Gulf Coast as well. Torrential downpours with this tropical storm. So here's the forecast coming from the National Hurricane Center. Some gradual strengthening as this thing moves off to the north and west, likely to make landfall somewhere along the central Gulf Coast, from the Alabama Gulf Coast to the Louisiana Gulf Coast, probably sometime late Tuesday into Tuesday evening, maybe late Tuesday night at the latest, probably early Wednesday morning. We got tropical storm warnings in effect for southern Florida as well as the central Gulf Coast. Something that just came in a little bit earlier to us is we do have a hurricane watch in effect for portions of the Alabama and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Now, the forecast right now keeps Gordon below hurricane strength, but it's going to be a little bit close. So because of that, the hurricane watch has been put into effect. If Gordon can strengthen into a hurricane, we would see that upgraded to a hurricane warning. So here's what you need to know. Heavy rain, gusty winds going to be a problem for South Florida over the next 24 hours. Tropical storm warnings in effect for basically the entire central Gulf Coast. Heavy rain, probably the biggest threat with this system, but things could change, so something to keep in mind. Now, here's the futurecast. As we head into the day, Tuesday, Tropical Storm Gordon off the coast during the day. A few isolated downpours for us as we head into the afternoon. Gordon going to make landfall late Tuesday, perhaps early Wednesday at the very latest. And then as Gordon moves to the north and west, some of the outer bands from Gordon bring us a few tropical downpours both Wednesday and on Thursday. So we'll see our rain chances go up as we head towards the middle of the week. The biggest impact for us, a few scattered heavy downpours at times Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures go down with all that cloud cover and rain as well. As we head into the weekend, things get a bit more typical for us for this time of year with a few scattered showers and thunderstorms and high temperatures back in the low 90s. We're going to be back with more Midday coming up right after this.